Here's a quick example of how to do synthetic division. Okay, this one has problem 6. This is from your homework, and it basically has everything in it that we have to be aware of. First thing is, when you set up your division problem, we've got to make sure we are in standard form. So we're going to rewrite this as an x cubed plus a 3x squared. Now there's no x term, so we're going to put in a filler 0x and then minus 4. So that is the division problem we want to use. Now to do synthetic division, the first thing you're going to do is you have to figure out what to put in the little box. Okay, this is just the way we align things. I don't think the special box means anything. It's just a way for us to organize stuff. Now to decide what to put in the box, you actually determine what makes the divisor 0. In this case, if x equals 1, this would be 0. This polynomial, or this little binomial, would be 0, and therefore we're going to put a 1 up here in the box. So we put a 1 there. Next, we're going to grab everybody's coefficient. So if it doesn't show it, that's a 1x cubed, then a 3 for the x squared, then a 0 for the x, and then our constant will come at the end. So here, those are written down: the 1 in front of the x cubed, the 3 in front of the x squared, the 0 in front of the x, and the negative 4. Skip a line and draw a line. Okay, you want to have a little bit of space right in there to write some of the work that we're going to do. Now the process is actually fairly easy, and this is why we like synthetic division, because it can go relatively quick compared to long division. Step 1 is you're just going to bring down that first coefficient, 1. You're going to multiply, and you're going to put your answer to that multiplication up here. So we're going to have 1 times 1, which is 1, and we're going to put that 1 right in that spot. So we'll put a 1 there. And once you've done that 1, all you got to do is add. Okay? And that's kind of the nice thing about synthetic. So we add this up, that's 4. Now we just rinse and repeat. We're going to multiply the 1 by 4, put our answer under the 0. It's going to give us 1 times 4 is 4, add them up, that's 4. 1 times 4 is 4. We're going to put that over here. Okay, so that's going to be a 4, and we add them up. So these are actually the coefficients of each term in our final solution, or final quotient. So all we have to do is first note that this polynomial we started with was x cubed. We've taken out an x to the first power, and what that's going to do is reduce this from an x cubed down to an x squared. So our first coefficient is 1. It's going to go in front of that new first term. Second coefficient is 4. It is the x term, just going down in descending order. Our constant is 4. And in this case, our remainder, which is right there, is 0. We wouldn't write it in this form when we get done. We'd just say x squared plus 4x plus 4. And there it is. Now, because we did get a remainder of 0, it does tell us a few things that are important. The main thing it tells us is that x minus 1 is a factor of the original polynomial. And that's going to be important because factors tell us solutions. Hope that helps.